Hello, this is Corey Prosser, Technical Team Agronomist with LG Seeds with your agronomic tip of the week. I'm coming to you from a cornfield in northern Ohio, and in this agronomic tip of the week I am going to be talking about stalk quality as we near harvest time. So as you can see, I'm in a cornfield here. We're actually getting ready to harvest this field here today. So looking at it, you can see that there is a very good stand here. The plant seems to be standing very well, but you definitely need to take some time and evaluate your corn to make sure that it is going to stand into the fall. So there's a couple things you can do. One of those is the stalk test. So there's a couple different stalk tests. You can either do what they call the push test, or you can do the pinch test. So I'm going to demonstrate both of those tests to you, and then I'm going to talk a little bit about stalk cannibalization and what can occur and what you can kind of expect, and maybe some factors that could cause that. So we're in a corn hybrid here. This is a corn on corn field, so typically in those type of situations you could see more stalk issues. So first, talking about the pinch test, when you're doing this, you want to look at the bottom of the plant and you want to go about 6 to 8 inches above the ground, and actually all it is you literally are going to pinch the corn plant. So you can see with that one, that's not what you want to see, and you can tell when you actually start pinching these, there's quite a few of these stalks that are very, very poor. So with that said, you want to do this test. You want to test at least 20 plants in the row, and do that repetitively to kind of see how well that stalk's going to handle the late season stress. The other test would be the push test. So I'll move a little bit farther down this row here, and we'll just do the push test here on some of these stalks, and that is literally where you just push this stalk over and it should return to its position. But you can see with these stalks on this plant, there are some major stalk quality issues here in this plot. So with that being said, it's a good thing that we are taking this plot off today, because if you had a hybrid that has stalk issues like this, you don't want to leave it stand. And when it comes to prioritizing your harvest, you would want to start with a hybrid like this. That way you could get it off and you're not picking up down corn. So some factors that could cause stalk cannibalization include, heat stress, any kind of agronomy type or agronomic type issues that you could incur throughout the season. So increased leaf disease, increased disease pressure are all going to affect the stalk strength of plants late. So in this case, this is, like I mentioned earlier, a corn on corn situation. So in a corn on corn situation, you are going to have more disease pressure, which could lead to stalk issues. The other factor could be nutrients. So if you have nutrient deficiencies, typically you're going to have issues with stalks. One of them being nitrogen. So if you have excessively wet conditions or excessively dry conditions, you could see some nitrogen issues that could lead to stalk cannibalization. The plant cannibalizes the stalk for many reasons, but the main reason for that cannibalization is the corn plant has to put on an ear. That is its end goal, is to reproduce. It's to put on an ear so that it has a viable seed to be able to reproduce. And that plant is going to do whatever it takes to be able to do this. So with that said, like I said, it will cannibalize the stalks, as you can see here. And this particular variety had cannibalized the stalks in order to put on an ear. So as I said, what you need to do is go out and walk your fields. Although they may look like this, which when you first walk into it, you look at it, you say, there's not going to be very many issues. But when you actually start doing some pinch and some push tests on the stalks, you'll quickly realize that this field could become a major issue. With that being said, this would be one that you would definitely want to prioritize and move to the top of your list. So, and that is all that I have for your agronomic tip of the week. So, and have a safe harvest.